Hey guys, so every day I'm trying out a different location to film and different lighting setups and everything else. So I don't have all the fancy equipment. I'll show you what I'm using for lighting. So this is what I'm using for lighting. I'm using my Hilti light with a little plastic bag on as a diffuser, and this little mini light to kind of put some lights on extra when I need it. One of these color changing remote things just for background lighting in different colors, and I thought I'll try that today, because before I used to be like, I need a better camera, otherwise I can't record things, I can't do YouTube. And then I was like, oh, I need this tripod, oh, I need that light, oh, I need more lights, oh, I need the color changing ones, oh, I need the clip-on light, oh, I need this tripod now. And then I needed the software to edit my videos. And then after a while I realized, like, I kept making excuses saying these are the things I need to make videos. So that's why now I'm like, look, I'm making videos, I don't care what I have. If I have to use a pile of books and a newspaper, or I don't know, like a salt shaker or whatever else to hold up my phone instead of a tripod, I'm doing it. If I need to use like natural daylight because I don't have any lighting, or if I'm in the house and I need to use my work lights, I'm gonna do that. No excuses. And this is the 8th one in a row. 8th one in a row. I'm so proud of myself. It gets easier, you know. The 4th one was probably the hardest, because I couldn't bother anymore. I felt like, what's the point? You know, that inner critic was like, but what are you doing it for? What's the point? What are you getting out of it? You look stupid. You look silly talking nonsense on the internet. And then the other half of me was like, no. I'm still doing it, and I'm glad I did. And now I'm on day 8, and I'm like, look, whether it's silly or not, I'm doing it. I'm proud of myself. But yeah, today, where do I start? I saw the craziest fuse box in my life. Craziest consumer unit thing in my life. It got to the job now where I was supposed to do a quotation. They said, oh, there's a few sockets not working in the kitchen. They have to run extension leads. So what the client wants to do is part rewire the kitchen sockets. And I was like, yeah, kitchen sockets rewire. Yeah, I'm sure it's something I can do. I thought, you know what, I can take on the job by myself. It'll be my first project in Lithuania, literally by myself, where I go to quote it, where I go to discuss with the client, I get the job done, and then I get paid. It will literally be my first one. So I got to the job in the morning. The guy was showing me around, and I was like, oh, can I see a fuse box? He said, okay, I'm not too sure where it is, we'll look for it. We spent about 45 minutes looking for it. So I had a look in this little cupboard, and I was like, oh no, this one's disconnected. This one's clearly been ripped out. Had a look in another cupboard. I was like, it should be here because the meter's on the opposite side. You can see it going in through the wall, but the cable's not there. He was like, oh, it's outside on the lamppost. And I was like, no, I think that's like the main incoming fuse, the main thing. I'm looking for what you would use to isolate the circuit that you're working on. Yeah, 45 minutes goes past, and I thought, you know what? Let me go back and have a look at that disconnected board. I'll trace it down from there. I go to the disconnected board with my little voltage tester, because that's all I've got. I don't even have my proper continuity testers. I'm probably gonna have to bring it here next time I'm working out here. Put my little volt stick on, my little def pen, and it's flashing up. And I'm like, what? This is live. I touched this with my bare hands. It was a metal, you know, you get the Mantel units. It was kind of like a metal Mantel unit type of thing with the little window that you can put your hand through. It was like rusty, so there was not even a tiny bit of plastic coating on it. And I literally opened it up with my bare hands, saw the cables sticking around, and I was like, yep, this is definitely the disconnected one. And I closed it. Turns out that is their fuse box. That is their consumer unit. That is where all the cables meet from the incoming to the house. It's just that. Yeah, the guy was like, oh, is there any problems? And I was like, problems? Yeah, honestly, I'm speechless now. I can't even express. My mind was blown. So then I said to him, look, mate, yeah. He goes, yeah, we're gonna ideally do a full rewire. And I said, yeah, I think you're gonna have to. He said, we don't mind doing trunking. And I was like, yep, trunking is definitely fine, because that house is concrete ceilings, concrete walls. So much chasing would have to be done, and fixing, making good and things. So I said, okay, cool. What I'll do is I'll take a little quick video of the house, and then I'll go home and have a look at a quotation for you. I literally, as soon as I got home, was like, sure. I sent that video to the Sparky friend I made out here, and I was like, look, mate, can you help? because I have no idea how to fix this. The other thing is as well, the incoming is an overhead line. It comes out the lamppost thing, goes straight into the meter, from the meter straight into the house, and from straight into the house, literally straight into the house with no protection in between. And there's no earth, but then I couldn't see a neutral either. I'll put the picture of the fuse box here, we can have a little closer look. There's no differences in colour of the cables. There's like, I don't understand what's happening here. I don't see a neutral, I don't see any earths. I don't think there are any earths. So what I'm thinking to do is run a new supply, completely new supply from the meter. However, I don't know what I'm going to do about the earthing arrangement. So I assume you would put like a TT system in, an earth rod. But again, I've never really done that before in my life. I've seen it done once when I was working in an area called Thurrock, just outside of London on the outskirts. But in London, a TT system is very rare. Yeah, the Sparky friend said, look, we'll meet up tomorrow when you come to work and we can talk about it. Because yeah, I wouldn't even know where to start, and I would not be able to even tackle that by myself. So yeah, I let the client know. I said, look, I'll actually let you know tomorrow. And then we'll take it from there. Yeah, the guy's gonna help me quote it tomorrow. It's gonna be a really interesting video. I really hope we can put in a good quote, and then I'm hoping to come back in like a month's time and go there. So then, yeah, I can just film like a really cool, interesting Lithuanian rewire and compare it to like English electrics. And I'm even thinking there's not that many regulations to stop me from installing it in like a UK way, rather than however they're doing it. So I'm just thinking about, yeah, literally my mind's like thinking of all the different methods, because they don't do rings here. I'm thinking that'll be interesting, but that's actually extra work to bring that leg back. But yeah, there's a lot of ideas, but let me know what you think, or what you would do in this situation. The other thing is as well, there's no testing in Lithuania. They don't test. And I think a lot of countries around the world, they don't test. And the UK is one of the only countries that has things like EICRs and testing. And, you know, when you do a rewire or any kind of like fusible change, you have to give an installation certificate. And even if you do something minor, you give minor work certificates where you have to put readings and results. Here they don't do that. So you literally do a rewire and that's it. There's no testing. There's no EICRs. And I was actually really excited because I'm really good at testing. Well, I think I'm good at testing, but then obviously I come on the internet and I see people like Scott Little. He's awesome, the Scottish dude. Yeah, he's amazing. And I look at him and I'm like, maybe I'm not so good at testing, but no, I'm saying I'm quite good at testing. I'm good at fault finding. You know, when the guy asked me that I'm working with, he goes, oh, what's your strengths and weaknesses? And I was like, oh, testing is my strengths. He goes, testing? And I'm like, yeah, testing. You know, when you finish installation, when you need like a safety check, do you guys not do that out here? He's like, no. You just do the job. That's it. Like, no one even has testers out here. That's going to be quite interesting as well. I'd love to do an EICR in one of these properties, kind of compare readings. That would be really interesting, especially most of these don't have an earthing arrangement, and if they do, I have no idea how it's done because I couldn't see it and I couldn't find it. But maybe that's just that property. So I've got to work in a few more. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. So that's kind of like my plan for now. I've got 2 more days working here and then I'm back in the UK. So tomorrow, Thursday, and then Friday. That's my last 2 days with this dude. And then I'll go back to the UK. And before I go, me and him are going to discuss like the potential of working again in the future. And he said he's going to be doing some solar work and all these other things. There's many reasons why I'm in Lithuania rather than the UK, and why I'm trying to work in different countries. And at the moment, Lithuania is like very convenient for me. Obviously, I'm from Lithuania, so I have like family and friends here. Cost of living out here is so cheap compared to cost of living in the UK. So for me to come and stay in Lithuania for like a few weeks here and there, and maybe go to another country for a few weeks here and there, would actually work out cheaper than me renting and living in London. Crazy, right? So for me to travel the world and work on like barely no pay is still cheaper than working full time and living full time in the UK. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but that's just the maths I'm getting. That's the little reflections today. Crazy how other electrics work. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much, because yeah, I appreciate you a lot. And if you made it this far, let me know what you think. Let me know if you'd find it interesting if I was to do more like videos in Lithuania, because I haven't filmed on site yet. I've kind of wanted to scope it out first. I didn't want to just show up like my first day and I'm like, hey, do you mind if I film everything? Just because I don't know what the culture's like. I don't know what it's like, because when I went to Morocco and I filmed my videos, I did get into a little bit of trouble, even though we agreed that we're going to film the videos. When I uploaded it, the guy was like, why can you remove these videos, because you're showing the inside of the people's houses, even though like no one's living in there yet and it's not even furnished. So I had to remove my YouTube video of me working in Morocco, which I'm very upset about, because it was such a cool video. I took like ages to do it and whatever else. So I guess it was maybe like a language barrier, and I didn't really explain it properly, and it wasn't really fully official that I was going to film and make a full YouTube video posted on stories, which they was fine with, but not the full YouTube video. But anyway, so here I want to make sure that I kind of build a good relationship first, work with them a few days here and there, and then kind of ease it in slowly, like, hey, by the way, I've got a social media thing, I do YouTube, do you mind if I film on your projects? You know, I'm not going to expose the area, the location, I'm not going to put you in it unless you want to be in it. So yeah, tomorrow, I'm thinking about dropping it like tomorrow afternoon, maybe when we go on our lunch break, to just be like, hey, so you know, how's it working with me so far? Would you work with me again? If yes, can I film? And if I can film, I'm going to film some stuff tomorrow. And if not, then Friday. And if not, then I'll definitely film some stuff when I'm back. And I've already got like a little light thing that I want to do when I come back again in February, changing some lights, some sockets from Soviet Russia. So Lithuania was part of USSR, and my grandma's house is actually like still intact from back in the days in the war, in like the Russian times. All the switches and sockets still have like USSR logos, and like it's insane. It's literally like a time capsule. So I want to do some things in her house. I want to change her lights, change the sockets, and I'm going to do like a little video. I don't remember what her fuse box looks like, but I'm assuming it's like the one from today. Yeah, I can't remember what it looks like, but I just remember I went into her basement and it was an electrical shambles. So yeah, I find it interesting. I love watching electrics in other countries, and also I want to get like the little meta glasses, because I'm finding it hard to film content having to put my camera down, the angle's right, and then sometimes when I'm trying to record it, I'll have like my little tripod like under my armpit trying to like do this, or like squish it under my neck, and I'm like, can't breathe, I can't see, and then the video still looks rubbish. And I think those meta glasses, like, they record the best point of view, because wherever you look and wherever you're showing with your eyes, that you can see the person in the camera, and in the video will be able to see as well. I tried the GoPro thing. The GoPro goes on your chest, but that as well, it's like a lower sort of point of view. So I'm looking at like the light switch, let's say I'm doing this way, but then I forget that the camera's looking at it from like that angle, so you're not actually seeing the top. Try the GoPro thing with the head attachment, but that is just silly. I'm not wearing that. Like if someone walks in and I've got to be like, hey, I'm just in the middle of filming a video, and it's like the GoPro is just like this on my head, maybe I could just be like, oh, it's just looks like the head torches, but yeah, no. So yeah, I want to get the meta glasses. I feel like that would really help, so I'm hoping to get them next week, and then that would help with the filming. And then literally the plan is February, use the momentum of these vlogs that I've made to start making my videos again that I used to make a few years ago, that were literally like, come out with me on site, come out with me on like Sunday call outs, come out with me do this, come out with me do that. So I'm proper excited. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow maybe. Bye.